here and see, what kind of like people are going to be, judging our contestants over here. And let's start with our most eye-catching person over here. Did we get an Elvis impersonator for Voter Veto?
Yes, my name is Marshall Leonard.
Oh.
I do play Elvis. I think we discussed this before we taped that you guys didn't pay for the full package. So.
Oh.
Yeah. So if we could refrain from using the E word.
Oh.
Please.
Can you? But can you do like a little bit like?
No. We discussed this before taping. So I don't know why you're pulling this out on live television.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So we can't even call me the king. Don't do that.
Okay.
Just
but
king,
we're good,
maybe.
Though, you're not you're good. So you're not the guy. You're gonna be.
No, I'm not the guy.
Okay, I see. Well,
I'm Marshall Leonard.
I'll pivot from that. I'll make sure to refrain from using any.
I saw you said pivot, like pelvis.
Oh no, that's not. No, I didn't.
It kind of sounds like pilot.
Oh my God. I'm making all kinds of connections over here. But I would also love to meet our other jury member up here. Would you care to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kalimba J. Waterfall. You may know my husband. He's the president of Centrifugal Amalgamations at VTV. Yeah.
I do know that guy.
No big deal.
That's your husband?
Yeah, that's my husband, but you could be my next. Ow! Stop it! We yeah, I got this position at a holiday raffle. At a bit of a holiday raffle, so.
Cool. I didn't know they did that for my show.
Yeah, they did. I'm here now, so.
That's super cool. Well, I'll let you play the game. Well, how about that? We'll get going right into it. So, round one of Voter Veto is our matching round. So I'll be asking some questions to our lovely contestants, and their goal is to try to match the answers of our jury members over here. So if they match the same answer over here, this contestant is out for the round. Your goal is to match as many jury members as possible. All right, let's get cooking into question one. All right. So this is a fill in the blank. America was built on what? Go ahead and fill in that blank.
Okay.
My favorite rule.
I'm trying to remember.
All right, that's your time. Everybody's got their answer. All right, I'll start over here. Gabe, what was America built upon?
Freedom.
Hell yeah, freedom. Jacob, what was?
Stolen land.
Well, also not wrong.
You guys got some good answers over here. I feel like they're on opposite ends of the spectrum, but we'll see. We'll see what matches up over here. How about Sully? How about? Can I almost slip there?
It's Chelsea Sullenberger.
Chelsea Sullenberger.
My friends called me Sully.
Gotcha. We'll start with Chelsea Sullenberger over here, and we'll make our way around with your answers.
Mr. President, to start, I'm a little confused. Is this not the news? Are we not interviewing me about landing the plane in the... It just happened just now. I don't...
No, this is not... This is a game show for games. So,
okay. Well, in that case, my answer would be the desire to fly.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. This almost freedom, not quite. I'm connecting the dots. Not quite there though.
I'm not connecting what you're connecting.
Oh no. Colby, right? That's you.
Hi, my name is Colby Chip. My answer was manifest.
I think this guy's cheating.
Cheating. Okay, we got flying, freedom to fly, no, that's not what it said. And then we got manifest. You really great handwriting, Colby. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
Is your name just old-timey prospector?
Well, I'm an old-timey prospector. My pa didn't give me no name.
Oh, okay.
He only gave me a pen and the ability to work. Much like America. My answer is manifest destiny or earned land.
Crap, I was gonna say that.
I think that this sounds like a match, but not really like
You sound
it's,
kind of diametrically opposed
but it's
answers.
they're talking about land.
It's a freedom.
Okay, we're gonna keep going, and I'll make the decisions later once
I
I've
think
got
I'm
all
match up
of
with
my
the other guy
information.
more.
Man, okay. What's your answer?
It's a sense of oneness that has since been squashed. Rightfully so, right? The VTV mindset. That's what I like to follow. Right, babe? He's in the chat. Just tell me when he responds. Right, babe? He loves this.
Well, I'll let you know if he responds. I think
Okay.
I like that answer. What did you write down?
So, forgive me, I'm not really the best with writing, so I, of course, brought my wife's glasses. I have my own glasses. I mean, it doesn't matter, but so like, you know, my family worked hard. You know, they came from America. You know, they came to America, and it took a lot of courage.
Gotcha. Can we show the
Courage.
camera the courage?
It
Oh
takes a
brother. There's a lot of answers up here. I think. What do you guys think? What do you guys think about these answers?
I mean, I think I win.
You think
I
you
feel like
win?
this is
I don't know. I
typically how
think
the
me and
news
Max are
works.
kind of divided here.
I think we'll do
I
some
think the
type of
desire to
connection with land. I think that is not right, but it's kind of there, and then freedom to fly.
I'll give you the two manifests if I
Yeah.
get the desire to fly.
Well, okay, wait. I think I've messed this up a little bit.
These people
But
You're just trying to give
all right,
everybody
no,
a
no, no,
point.
okay.
There have got to be losers.
All right, we'll give Sully a point for Gabe, and we'll give the prospector a point to Jacob. All right, erase your boards, and we'll jump right into question 2.
You smell like salt water.
Well, yeah, son. I was just in the Hudson River. I saved 155 people.
All
My
right,
father was a pirate, too.
we're jumping straight into
what that
question
is.
2. Jury members, I'm gonna ask you guys to keep the ruckus down over here, okay? Question number 2. Okay. Break up your marriage in 4 words without using the word divorce. So you have to write 4 words on your little chalkboard to break up your marriage. There we go.
Well, I think now. Well, I'm always trying for more, you know? I get what I can.
All right, time's up, folks. We'll try to pick up the pace a little bit here. And we'll start with Jacob. You just push. Oh, I fucked your mom. I'm assuming is what
Oh.
that I should have maybe censored myself,
goodness.
but I didn't.
I did.
That's whoa. All right, unlike you, we're gonna say that. Gabe, what's your answer?
Dips on the dog.
Once again, very different answers. I love to see it. We'll start. Colby Chip.
Colby Chip, right?
Yeah.
I wrote DraftKings and FanDuel. I know that's what broke up my past relationships.
Oh no, I'm so sorry to.
Didn't have money for them dates because I was betting on the Steelers.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do? You know, we'll move forward to
Marshall Leonard.
Marshall Leonard. Yes, and not a different person.
Don't even. Can we please not reference?
Sorry, I'm sorry.
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 Okay. So, you know, it's tough. This is the second marriage I've been through. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. So I remember what she told me that night, you know, when we were at Red Lobster.
Oh, God.
We're through with it.
Oh, that's pretty bad.
Yeah.
That's
No.
Yikes.
And I had a gig later too.
Oh.
So,
Ruh-roh.
yeah.
That's well. well, let's see what is your answer, because I'm not seeing any matches quite yet.
Yeah. Mine says no more cryo chamber time. I would get so upset if I could not have my company funded naps. Oh, I'd be such a cranky little Sally. That's what I'd be. So that's what would break up my marriage.
I
Or
got
if you asked me out.
I don't see any matches on this
Alright.
this stage right here, so we're gonna jump into question 3 without any points
I'm
for
a fan
our
of
lovely
duels, too.
contestants over here. Another fill in the blank to our 3 people still in the game. The question is, I drink to blank. What do you drink to do? There's that lovely music one more time.
I don't drink personally. It affects my ability to fly my plane. My wife died from drinking. No, why would it have anything to do with it? That was a tragedy. Those people could have died.
I'm sorry, Mr.
Sullenberger.
Sullenberger. Yeah, I'm forgetting everybody's names today. They made the font bigger so I could read, and that didn't help in other areas of the game this time. So I'm going to. Okay, we're good over here.
Oh, yeah.
Awesome. Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Gabe, what do you drink to do?
I drink to get the party started. I kind of ran out of room.
Hell yeah.
Forgive me.
I appreciate that. That's a good answer. Jacob?
This isn't true, but I'm trying to win the game here.
I see.
Yes.
So we'll do an opposite circle this time. What do you drink to do?
I drink to fulfill the sponsorship quota and to get a little silly. So I drink mostly on camera, but it also adds a little flavor to my life. I like to dance.
That's a good dance
mean,
to perform
I like
to
to
get the
dance.
party
I
started.
like to dance. You like to dance?
Oh, I
Let's
love to
dance.
dance.
Yeah.
This is looking promising over here. Marshall, what do you
You're getting
drink
better.
to? I'm trying.
You're getting
I'm
better.
really try really hard.
So, like I mentioned before, my father was a pilot as well. I don't know if you're aware of this, but pilots, they often have drinking problems. So, alcoholism has been it's a big issue within my family. And so, I mean, I've fought it for a very long time. Last year I had a heart attack.
Oh no.
And I lost a lot of weight. This doesn't really fit me as much as it used to.
Gotcha.
So, I drink to forget.
Oh, that's not to perform or to get the party started. That's the very opposite of that.
No.
Colby, why do you drink?
I think I might have lost with this one. Mine is fun.
That could be to get the party started. I think I'm gonna give that point to Gabe over here to get the party started, and then you said you drink to dance to have a little
Part of
fun.
it.
I feel like that's kind of a performance, is it not?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
So I'll give there's equal points over there. All right, we'll do one more question.
Thanks.
Okay, everybody's ready for this last one?
Yeah.
You're on a Midwest road trip, and your 3 kids are begging for McDonald's. They already had Beanie Weenies last night. Do you pull over? Do you pull over to feed your greedy kids some McDonald's? That's the real question. And why? Why or not? Why or why not?
What's McDonald's?
I figure you know.
I know.
Not from this time?
I'm from, well, I don't know what year it is.
Well, you're from, what, 2008?
Yeah.
Okay, it is, I think, 2024.
No, it's 2008.
He just landed in the Hudson.
That's not to be
There's
confused
like a
with
war going on.
9/11 is different.
I don't watch the news.
Boop, boop. That's the boop, boop, you know. You would know. Jacob, what would you do for these pesky kids?
Hell nah.
Hell no.
Frick McDonald's. Get them something better.
That's good. That's turned in a positive direction. Gabe, would you feed your children?
Sure.
That's good. You pull over it, but like reluctantly, like
Yeah.
you want to.
All right.
Gotcha.
Gotta feed them.
You're the only
I
one with an
guess.
answer here. Oh no, not. Sorry.
It's okay. You just like me a little too much.
No, stop. Oh my gosh, Marshall, would you feed your children?
So we actually did have to travel a while ago. I lost my my older sister. I remind them that we're going to a wake, and that we don't have time to get McDonald's. We're remembering Charlotte. So
I was gonna say that one.
it's not funny. It's not funny.
It's not.
It's a tragedy, but it's not as much of a tragedy as like 150 people almost dying in New York City. That I stopped from happening. And so you should take that into account when you remember your loved ones.
Are we gonna have a problem?
Whoa. Okay, no problems over here
wanna take this
on my
outside?
set.
I'd like
No
to.
problems on the voter veto set over here. We're gonna
I'm
keep
sorry.
moving
I'm
on,
sorry.
okay?
I'm sorry.
I think that this you said no and you said no. So we'll give you guys the pair. That kind of matches a little bit. So I think in this round Jacob pulls ahead by 1 point. And then that'll be the end of round 1 of this game of voter veto. Thank you. So we'll be cutting to commercials, but make sure to stay tuned because we've got more rounds of lovely games with lovely people. So thank you for tuning in.
Tell Time Tyler was always on top time. In fact, he was early. Tell Time Tyler took time to track time using his cheap wristwatch. Troublingly, Tell Time Tyler had no idea his watch was fast and read 5 minutes ahead of real time. Tyler's trouble was terrible. This is because Tyler was not a smart consumer. He didn't use a McKinley brand since 1936 prized sole wristwatch. Please, don't be terrible, tragic, troublesome, no time, Tell Time Tyler. Call now and get your McKinley brand since 1936 prized sole wristwatch. Now for women too.
Hi, I'm Philip. Hi, my name is Philip.
Soaking. Sitting still. It doesn't matter if it isn't moving. It's still immoral. Still a sin. And it's still dangerous. This message is brought to you in part by the official VTV Against Soaking Foundation. Please, donate today.
Identity theft. You've heard of it, but I bet you don't know how much of a threat it poses. Did you know that every 3 seconds, someone's identity gets stolen? Now imagine if your identity was stolen every 3 seconds. Not so funny now, is it? I'm Roger Voigt. You may remember me as Terry Linderman from ABC's The Lindermans. I'm here to tell you how to keep your data safe from these digital bandits. These violent
Yeah, the two-sided.
Two.
That's on.
All right, welcome back to Vote or Veto, everybody. Thank you. It's so exciting. We just finished our first round, and I couldn't be more excited to jump into round 2, our trivia round. But before we do that, I have some things to say. Mr. Sullenberger,
Yes.
I checked the news on our break, and I'm hearing things that are saying that you maybe could have landed at LaGuardia.
Whoa. Can we get serious, folks? Look. No pilot has ever trained for a situation like that. The simulations that they're running right now saying that I could have made it back to LaGuardia, they're ran on computers. And people who are prepared. You know what the difference is? No one warned us.
No one warned us.
No one told us that we would lose both engines, causing total engine failure at a lower altitude than any jet in history. But be cool. Take a left to LaGuardia like you're going back to pick up the milk. This was dual engine failure at 2,800 feet with 155 souls on board. No pilot has trained for an incident like that. No one.
No one.
So no, I don't think I could have made it back to LaGuardia, no.
I think I didn't. I'm sorry. I don't know really anything about flying. I just was like, this is what I know, and
Stay in
so
your
I
lane.
thought, yeah, I will. And which is games.
Like
so you know,
what a bird does?
like
Whoa,
flying?
too
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah, this is trauma there. But
What?
you know what I do know how to do is run a game show. So we're gonna jump straight into the second round, which is our trivia round.
Okay.
Which is wonderful. How this round works is I'll be asking questions, our lovely contestants over here will answer them, and then our jury members will decide who has the right answer. So a lot of room over here to make or break things. I feel like something's changed. All right, so the first trivia question. This one's important. Where does Are you guys ready? Are you gonna behave yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. Where does terrorism come from? Round 1. So you guys can hold off. We'll get an explanation from these folks, and they'll give us the truth about where terrorism comes from.
What's terrorism?
I feel like you don't know too much to be on this show, old-timey prospector. Like, you know, what do you know? What's going on up there?
What? Well, I'm sorry. I just heard that the South is seceding from the Union.
Oh. What? Yeah, it's Sorry, I'm out of listen to you, but I've got to do a little dance. You guys ready? Alright. Sorry, we have to wait for the song to be over.
Why is it gonna be long?
All right. Please tell us, where does terrorism come from? Gabe?
Desperation.
Interesting. Jacob?
The CIA.
Damn CIs.
Damn CIA.
All right. You guys think about who has the right answer over here and write it down on your board. We got Gabe and we got Jacob. I know they switched around a little bit, but
Yeah, it was the arrows.
the arrows.
They were messing us
You know,
up.
if you switch around on your seats on a plane like that, you can get into a lot of danger. We have them assigned for a reason.
They have them assigned for a reason. That's good. I like
There
that.
you go.
It's pointing in the right direction now. All right. Do we have our answers over here? I'll have you start because you seem to know a lot about terrorism. So
I know nothing about terrorism, but I thought, well, I chose Gabe. And I chose Gabe because, well, I don't know, maybe he hasn't been educated, but I think he's trying to say desperados. And
it's
when they
close,
ride into
kinda.
town, oh boy,
Oh boy.
gotta grab my hat, and make for the hills.
Got that's that. So 1 point for Gabe. Colby, what's your who is the nose more?
Well, what my mama always said was that violent video games created bad. I think Gabe is correct.
Okay, that's 2 for Gabe. Sullenberger, what's
You can call me Sully. We've known each other long enough.
Okay, I've known each other for 20 minutes. But Sully.
Well, see, a lot of people think that flying a plane through New York is easy, right? And for some people it might be. But when you lose one of your engines and they don't warn you, are you supposed to just crash? Are you supposed to just kill all of those people on board? No, I didn't think so. And so I'm going to go with Jacob.
All right. Okay, we got 1 for Jacob, 2 for Gabe. Marshall. I got it this time.
You did. So, my wife and I, we're currently we're binge watching Jack Ryan with John Krasinski. John Krasinski says every day we should be thankful for the CIA. So, what I think that is a very disrespectful answer. So I'm gonna have to go with Gabe.
That's
feel that way.
that's.
Gabe.
It's looking like Gabe's already in for the win for this question, but we'll hear from you.
So, I passed my vote to the president, and if you don't answer for me, I'll have bad things happen to you.
Oh.
So
Well,
you do my answer.
It's a little.
You do my answer.
I don't know about that. Feels like an abuse of power or
You do my
something,
answer
right?
now.
This doesn't feel. You know what? Well, Gabe was already winning, so we'll go that direction, I guess. But I'd like to make it clear that I'm comfortable by this situation here.
Awesome.
And the exact same. We're good, right? Don't fire me, please. Okay, so question number 2.
Weren't you vote left then?
Yeah, but
I didn't vote for
it's
it.
complicated. So,
Okay.
what? All right, guys, get cooking. What is the best form of cyberbullying? The best form of cyberbullying.
I don't know.
Do you know what cyberbullying is? I feel like you won't know what cyberbullying is.
I understand what bullying is. That's when like the bigger kids pick on the smaller kids because they have less gold.
Yes, that's so true.
But like, say less gold, like think like less Instagram likes.
What's an Instagram?
What is an
I didn't go-
Instagram?
What's
I
a
didn't go-
like?
I didn't go on there. I'm not
It's
in the
an
right
application.
direction. You know what? We're gonna.
What's
answer
an
our votes.
application?
You guys can go off of vibes this round if you really want to. That's what I do every round. So, Gabe, what
Like
is the best form of
vibrations?
cyberbullying?
Twitter.
Kind of.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good. You can bully a lot of
Not
people.
X.
Not X.
Not
X.
Jacob, how would you cyberbully people?
Clicking on Amazon ads without buying the products to drain their ad budgets.
Hey, that's pretty crafty. I like that. All right, now let's take a second over here. Which one of these is the best form of cyberbullying? Let's think about it. Either bullying people on Twitter or draining corporations for all of their ad money. Got a few seconds. You can just go. You can just pick off of the first one you like the most. This is not
The old prospect.
the old process.
I don't know what any of this words is.
I'm sorry, son. I also think this is a little silly.
But you don't cyberbully people, so
Cyber-
I don't cyberbully people. So, yeah.
You would never.
No.
You would never.
I don't like this. But okay, so we'll start with we'll go the other way. Who do you vote for?
I just gave because you should not be anti-corporation when the corporation is working to make your lives better, right? Right.
Yes, I love vacation television and all of what we do here. It's great.
Gabe.
So you got a point.
Go, Gabe.
Probably. Gabe's got 1 point there. Marshall, who do you vote for?
So I was very pressed with both answers. To be honest, I thought they weren't the best in taste. I'm gonna go with Jacob though, because I do have Prime. So, and I know it's very difficult to pay for.
Gotcha. So we're evenly split right now. Sully, because we're cool like that now. Sully.
All right, chill out. I was thinking about both of these answers, and I'm not exactly sure what cyberbullying is, but one of them said Twitter, and that sounded a lot like a bird that went through my engine while I was flying away from LaGuardia, and there was no way I could have made it back. And so I decided that bird was kind of bullying me, as well as the people from the insurance companies who set up those simulations. So I'm going to go with Gabe.
All right. So that's already Gabe's 2 points. You got 1 point. Colby, who are you voting for?
I voted for Jacob. Hashtag bullying.
That's so true.
Very articulate, son.
So it's split right now. This is pretty good. And I know you know nothing about what is being spoken about right now, but who did you vote for?
Well, I didn't know what Gabe was talking about with like birds or something. So I went with Jacob because he had more words, and it sounded like he was a learned man.
All right, so that's the Jacob wins this round. We're split, right? That's pretty good. So we'll move on. We'll see if we can't break that tie. The third question of this round. Okay, guys, go ahead. Say what we've all been thinking. Write down what we're all thinking, okay?
On God?
On God.
Oh.
Write down what we've all been thinking. Someone's got to say it, and it's not going to be me. So that's. Gotta cook some. We'll give them a little bit more time on this. They've got to cook up.
You're at school, huh, Sport?
Yeah, I go to Louisiana State University.
Okay.
Go Tigers.
Whoa. Go Tigers.
I hope not.
All right. We'll pivot over this way. Do you guys have your answers down? Jacob, where? What was the question again? What is everybody thinking? Yeah.
It's hot in here.
Wow. Yeah. Well, that's true. Gabe, are you on the same page?
I gotta pee.
Oh, gosh.
Drink a lot of beer.
You guys took it pretty literally, so that's good. Take your time.
Who has to pee?
What is everybody thinking right now? Is it hot in here, or do you gotta pee?
Who has to piss?
Who has well,
Looking at you, prospector.
I got it right here.
That
Still
is
warm.
Still warm.
Oh,
That was recent.
Oh boy.
You know they have
boy.
bathrooms on the set. Thank God you just.
Is that
I don't.
real?
What?
Is that real?
What real?
All right.
Is that
All
really
right.
urine?
Okay, we'll ignore the pee jar and we'll keep going. Which one do you vote for, Jacob or Gabe?
I went with Gabe because I am only allowed to pee twice a day. So I do have to pee most times of the day, but hopefully I earn my third.
You have to. You have. You know, I'm gonna let that be. I'm gonna let that stay the way it is. Marshall, who do you vote for?
I mean, it is pretty hot in here, so I'm gonna go with Jacob.
True. So we're
Not
split
joke.
right now. Sully.
Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that pilots have a secret piss compartment in the cockpit. And it actually attaches to you like a catheter, which is exactly why we had just enough time to land the plane in the Hudson. If we didn't have to, if I had to go all the way to the lavatory, there's simply no way. We probably would have crashed in New York City. So I'm going to go with Gabe.
Gotcha. So that's where we're leaning towards Gabe right now.
The laboratory.
No, son, it's a
Making
different
potions.
word. No. Okay.
Colby, who do you vote for?
I went with Gabe.
Oh.
Ooh.
Is that a tiger? Is that what did you?
Go Tigers. But I mostly chose Gabe primarily because I have to pee.
Yeah.
You're winning the folks over
Had a lot of
here.
beer.
Old timey prospector.
Well, I got all the piss I need right here, so So I said Jacob because I'm sweating more than a horse at the glue factory.
Oh, that is a reference that I get. So, we got, I think it's a Gabe win this time, right?
It's
All
where
right.
they kill the horses.
Oh, no, I didn't
They
know.
turn them into glue.
They do? Who?
The people at the glue factory.
I didn't know they did that.
Oh yeah.
All
It's
right.
an honest profession.
Well,
It is.
we'll just move on from the dead horses, I guess. So, is another question, our last question. Fuck, marry, kill,
Ooh.
Marshalls, Home Goods, and TJ Maxx. All right? You can put them in that order. F, marry, kill. F, marry, kill.
Got something in your eye, son?
Do I?
Just staring at me.
I'm
Okay,
trying out new
okay,
contacts.
Okay.
They make my eyes greenish blue color.
Okay.
Oh, that's all.
Okay.
That's
Hey, I like the way you're dressed, son. You look like a gunslinger.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the costume. The company I work for provides it.
Yeah.
all right. I
Like Santa
feel like we
Claus.
shouldn't be talking about costumes and who's of what's it. So
Yeah.
we'll move
We
on
really
to this
shouldn't.
question.
I just like your outfit.
Thanks.
Gabe,
All right.
F, marry, kill, Marshalls, Home Goods, and TJ Maxx. What's your order there?
We're gonna fuck Home Goods.
Mm.
'Cause they have the home.
Mm.
They can host.
Okay, gotcha.
Married TJ.
Okay, that makes. I
Yeah.
don't know if I know enough about.
I think
these
we could settle
department
down.
stores, but yeah, that makes sense.
And then kill Marshalls.
Mm.
It's not. I don't have anything against Marshalls. It's just that the first two came to me pretty quickly.
You gotta spiritually chill.
Yeah.
It's like it's a.
I'll feel bad about it,
Exactly.
but them's the rules.
It's a part of the game, you
Mhm.
know. Jacob, what's your answer?
I would also fuck Home Goods, marry Marshalls, and kill TJ Maxx.
Ah, so it's just a little bit flipped, but you guys seem to have some similarities. So let this sink in, folks.
Home Goods can host.
Who is the right order here? Let's make our decisions. Was this? Did you also answer pretty spiritually? You just chose out of your. I don't know if I know enough about the differences between these stores to. Is one of them?
I live by a Marshalls.
That's cool. And you'd kill it?
Very, yeah.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get some cheap clothes.
That's true,
I
but
guess.
you can also do that at TJ Maxx.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's
but
see.
TJ Maxx.
You
Let's
okay
see
there, son?
who's right over here.
I think he might be
old-timey-
on drugs.
No, we don't let.
Are you serious?
No. We're good. We'll keep going. Old timey
I
prospector.
got blood tested.
Yeah, you guys had to do that before you got in here. So,
Right.
what's your answer here?
Well, I don't know what any of these places are.
Oh yeah.
But I picked up there's some kind of stores. The only store I go to is my friend O'Houlihan's, but he's one of them Irish. But I don't hold that against him. But anyways, I chose Jacob because I didn't like that you were gonna kill Marshall. He seems like a pretty cool guy.
This.
No offense.
We'll see how that shapes up when we get there, Gabe. Colby, which one of these fellows over here do you think has the right answer?
Personally, I would like to marry TJ Maxx. So I wrote down Gabriel.
That's good. So wait, we're split right now.
Split.
Sully, who do you vote
Come
for?
on, Sullivan.
Well, personally, I think this whole game's abhorrent, and I think the fact that we're asking questions like this is a bit morally askew. And so,
I agree.
but
I agree.
Gabe's my boy.
Have a
so,
little fun.
So I put
Alright.
Gabe.
Gabe, you're winning. Who you?
So I really didn't put it together that. Did you do this question on purpose that included my name?
Our right. I don't write. Well, I do lot for. I just don't write like.
Okay,
all
I mean
questions.
we can talk about this after the show. But
Yeah. So, yeah.
Okay, so I put Gabe.
Okay.
Part of
okay.
me wishes I could kill Marshall too.
Oh no! I didn't. I thought you
That's
were.
a bit
okay.
dark, partner.
That's. We'll talk about this during the break. What's your answer? Let's
Nice.
break some of that.
I have to call her.
Hey, do it. I think for round 3, I'm doing another Gabe vote.
All right, so Gabe wins that one. I was not expecting that. That was pretty
Yeah.
unanimous. Well, that was our last question of this round. And I'm forgetting who. We'll have to. Gabe wins this round, and so this is the end of our first episode of Roto Veto. So it's really important that you stay tuned and check out who wins the entire game in our later episodes. But we'll say see you later. So make sure to stay tuned into Vacation Television. Thank you so much.
Create new, innovative ways of stealing your account, your money, and your computer. Two-factor authentication is no longer enough to hold off these electronic terrorists. That's why your best option is switching to a system that's impossible to crack: F2F authentication. Here's how it works. Whenever you need to log into your website on Google and any other internet account you may have, just call me, Roger Voigt, on Skype. I'll verify it's you calling me by comparing your face and voice to my mental registry of what you look and sound like. Then I will dictate you your password, which is really long. It only exists in my head. It's like 100 letters. It's impossible to crack. And there you go. It's that simple. As I used to say on the Littermans, get smart, kid. And don't forget, I, Roger Voigt, am here to keep your internet data safe.
What is it, Splashy? Go get it, boy! Splashy! What you got there, boy? You always know what I need. You're my best friend, Splashy.
Bye, Splash. Your best friend for outdoor and camping activities. Soaking. Sitting still. It doesn't matter if it isn't moving. It's still immoral.
You've tried regular massage parlors. It's not enough. It's never enough. Pounders. Real stress calls for a real massage.
The Great Frontier. The everlasting call for freedom. From sea to shining sea. Hi, I'm Jonathan Spears and I'm a red-blooded American. A lot of you at home may know me as a TV spokesperson, but today, I am a patriot. That's right, America. VTV is officially partnering with the United States Marines in an effort to fight all across the globe. Don't worry, you're helping too. When you subscribe to VTV, you automatically become a member of the U.S. Army Reserves. Prepare to be dazzled by the glory of war, because all VTV subscribers, past and present, are now officially members of the greatest military in the world. God bless Vacation Television, and God bless America.
Look familiar? Well, it shouldn't. Life is meant to be fun and exciting. At least that's what the folks at Spears McKinley think. That's why they created Splash, the recreational fluid engineered to excite. So why not buy a bottle? See how it'll change your life.
VR is seriously changing everything.
This is so cool. Typing things in a normal computer can be so annoying. But now?
It comes so naturally. All you have to do is...
It makes everything easier.
I'm never going back.
Merch in the bag.
You guys promised me you would sell me at
We
least
just
$50.
put something on Spotify.
Yeah.
Tell Time Tyler was always on top time. In fact,
This is not okay. This is not a hobby. This is not a hobby. Who handles the money?
President of Finance.
The president of finances.
Yeah. So.
What is this show?
This show is.
Do you understand that I need money?
Yes, I do. We'll finish the show. You can sit
I'm
down
gonna
in
walk.
your lovely.
I will walk.
No, don't do that. There's no need to do
Fucking
that.
bullshit.
We'll figure this. It's all gonna be
Don't say
fine
that.
and okay. This is Voter Veto.
I don't.
A show that everybody wants to participate
Yeah.
in all the time. It's so lovely, and we have a great environment here on set. I'm your host, the president of games, and we've crafted a lovely crew of people to finish out these last 2 rounds for Voter Veto. We've got Gabe, we've got Jacob, and then our lovely jury members over here. And I'd like to address something before we keep going with this round, because I heard that there's some scandal with one of our our jury members over here, and it's actually not Sully. It's Colby. Would you care to address the frat hazing allegations, Colby, before we keep going?
Hi. My name is Colby Chip. Now, I know what y'all are probably thinking right now. Yo, this dude's name is Colby Chip. Did his family invent chips or something? Yeah. As a matter of fact, my parents are the inventors of chips. So, my parents also went to Louisiana University. So, that's also where I attend. And I am also the president of Sigma Chi, the frat there. Basically, we got into a little bit of a hot water situation the other week because of a hazing scandal. Basically, you're not allowed to get pledges dressed up in furry suits and jump in public pools because the fursuits will clench up a lot of water and then it'll be really hard to swim and maybe you'll have a drowning situation.
But nobody drowned.
A few people drowned. When my buddy who didn't drown, his name was Dale, he got out of the pool, but then he slipped his disc in his back, and now he can't stop orgasming.
Golly!
See, I didn't let a single person drown, so I don't know why everybody's coming for me for.
Well, I admire that about you, Sully, but I'm here to make some money to hopefully pay for the bills. For the lawyer, yeah.
Well, I'm glad some
count on
people
getting
are
money.
okay, and not all of them died.
Not all, no.
Not all of them
Some
died.
brain damage.
Well, we
like a good
definitely do pay people sometimes on voter veto.
Oh, sometimes.
Yeah. Well, what's the numbers that?
Do we get money for winning?
Well, it's like it depends. I'm not the president of money. That's other people.
ridiculous. No,
But
you're
you
not.
know what? Let's just jump right into this this representative round right here. And so as we continue, we're gonna have our contestants pick a representative to help them answer these next questions. So we'll start with Gabe. Who would you like to help represent you for these next rounds?
I want Miss Waterfall.
Stop it.
Get over here, girl.
So we'll have you.
So do I hop over?
You might need to swap
might have to
places
part
over
yourself.
here. And then Jacob, who is your choice?
I think I'm gonna need the old-timey prospector.
Me?
Yeah, you're my old
Oh,
buddy.
you're too kind.
So
Come on
go
over
ahead
there.
over here.
Oh, I forgot my marker.
So the way that this round works is we'll have some questions. We're gonna need to shift y'all this way. We'll have some questions for you guys to answer. You're gonna have to work kind of as a team to answer these questions, and then you guys are gonna decide who has the right answer, just like the one before.
Sure.
All right. Question number 1. Your husband is cheating on you, and he thinks you don't know. One night, he goes out with his mistress, leaving you home alone. What do you do? You guys can take a second to think right as a team. I don't know.
God, let all those kids drown.
So every night.
I didn't let it happen to me.
Sounds like you didn't stop.
There should have been on my part at the public pool.
Absolutely.
And my wife is.
See, what I would have done is I would have made a snap decision, right?
Well,
to land the plane.
well,
on
the
water.
buckets are out of my hair. I can go down to the.
Some of my
I
dad.
don't think
Man,
I've let it go. I don't think I've.
Right down to the creek.
I just
All
came.
right.
Fishing, do some panning.
I just came here to play
Gonna ride my
games.
plane
I
sometime.
think so. All right. We're gonna keep moving on and stop drowning kids.
I don't think you drowned them.
I didn't
Uh,
yet.
Yeah,
All
right
right.
down to the creek.
Gabe's team.
Yeah.
What do you guys do in this situation? This crazy bonkers situation.
We're gonna call the boy toy over and set the dogs on the hubby.
Yeah, we just send the dogs out, and he knows. He knows that I know their call, so he knows I can set them on him anytime, and
Gotcha.
will.
That's- That's a pretty solid answer. Jacob.
We said we'd ride down to the creek.
Down to the creek specifically. We said maybe we go panning for some gold. You know,
That-
get the wives away.
So you're gonna kind of like let that be and go, follow
Boys'
your
night.
own-
Boys'
Boys' night. Boys' night.
Opportunity, man.
That's I like that. We got kind of two different, more like an action, more of like a follow your bliss, I guess. So we'll give you guys a
I don't know
second to
that
think
song.
of your
No.
who is the
why
correct response to this.
Can I be reminded of the question?
The question is, your husband is cheating on you, but he thinks you don't know. One night he goes to go see his mistress, leaving you home alone, and what do you do?
Great,
That's,
thank you.
yeah. We'll give him a second to talk. Or to
Where are you
think.
from, son? Down in Texas. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm from a
Is
little
that what
further
boys
west
are
than
More
that.
for the
We're
west.
from like the big city.
I think that we need to be
I'm,
cutting out
down
on
there, you know.
the chit chat and
It's cold there.
the banter and stuff like that. All right, folks, we're gonna need a quiet on set here as we figure out who wins this round. All right, Marshall, who did you vote for? Jacob.
That's for both of us.
Whatever.
You know what? I'll let this sit with the audience. This tells them all they need to know, right?
That's enough.
It's enough.
I'm not talking anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, Colby.
I'm not talking either.
Okay, well.
Jacob. So Jacob.
You spelled
Jacob
his
and
name
Jacob.
wrong.
Jacob and Jacob.
Does that
Sully,
disqualify
I mean,
you?
we know it's a Jacob win for this round, but Sully, who do you vote with?
Well, I don't condone infidelity, but the boys' night after all this stress with this with these simulations, that sounds kind of
Come
nice.
on. Yeah,
Jacob.
partner.
Put her there.
There we go, Jacob. Yeah! Point. That's awesome. All right, we're just gonna jump straight into the second round, okay?
No.
Okay. So in this situation, you are searching through an off-the-road creek, and you come across a gold nugget. How can you make the most
This is Andrew Boys
of this discovery? All right, I'll let you guys think on this for a
Can I
second.
get the question repeated? I wasn't listening. I got so excited by the mention of gold.
You're searching through an off-the-road creek and you come across a gold nugget. Stay with me now. How can you make the most of this discovery? Go crazy.
Everything's not going smooth to be a
I
pilot.
think we bury it in the ground.
Marshall, I'd like to
Come back to it
apologize.
4 years later.
We come back to it when we
I'm
need
really,
it.
I'm sorry
$30 right now.
I weigh
It's gonna be
everything.
$90.
$90 to pay for my house.
All right, you gotta. I'm.
Wow. Yeah.
All
we
right,
should
all
bury
right.
it in the.
I can.
Bury
All
it
right. Okay, I'm just trying to. I'm trying to apologize. I don't make money. I don't get paid here on VCV. So that's what I don't know. I don't know because I don't make money here, so I don't know how to make you make money here.
We should also do that.
You know what? I've changed my mind about how I want to tackle this whole situation. I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to tackle it. What I want to do. What I want to do.
Gracefully landed in the
Thank you. Let's hear what you guys do when you find this piece of gold in the creek, all right? Let's start. I feel like someone over here is a little excited about this question, so let's hear what you guys have to say.
Well, I would do what I do with all the gold I find, and I would bury it in the ground. See, because it might be worth a lot now, but it'll be worth even more later. It's like an investment in our futures.
Do you know where you buried your gold? Do you know where you put it?
Well, I don't know. I'm sure someday someone will invent something that will help me locate where I put my gold at.
I hope
But it's
so.
all on my land, so.
I hope so. I hope that.
Penning and drinking, man.
Yeah, that's. I feel like that'll
Now
sort
you
itself
sound like
out at
my
some
wife.
point. Kalimba and Gabe, what are you gonna do with all this gold that you find?
Do you want to say it?
Oh my god, yeah. I would have chef blended into the 3 daily food smoothies that I get and then eat it from my hamster dispenser.
Oh, yummy!
I'm gonna go with that one. I think I'm not gonna
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
He's
I
not
think
gonna.
it would.
He's not gonna wait. But I'm gonna give you guys a second to write down your answers, and then we'll see who wins. I feel like both are a little bit.
They're pretty similar.
They're very similar. Yeah. Wait, foods.
Reach up and grab it.
How do you, is it like a hamster size or is it like a big?
No, it's the size of my head. Yeah, I just.
Is that like do you eat? Is that like good for you? Is it like that can't be enough food?
It has all the nutrients I can't ask about.
Ah. Oh, gotcha.
But yeah.
Well, we'll
That's
see
something.
which one of you guys is
That's
right
up to
here. We'll see who's right here. We'll start again with you. I think. That guy's excited. But I think that I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards that way too. But
I think
Sully.
this question was rigged.
No,
A little bit.
it's
toward
not
him.
rigged.
What do you mean? People find gold all the time.
Well, yeah, I'm kind of a straightforward guy, and so he's the prospector, and so I chose Jacob.
Gotcha. Is he making some?
I don't think he knows what he's talking about. Frankly, I went with Gabe's
Yeah.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, that's a great answer,
All right.
but Jacob does win.
Tiebreaker.
This.
Oh,
That's a lot of fun.
That's this
We
guy.
have fun here.
All right, I have another question for you guys. Get ready. Okay, ready? You're flying a plane at low altitude.
Yeah.
Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I guess.
Yes.
With the question.
You're flying a plane at low altitude, and seabirds fly through your engine, causing total engine failure. How do you save the passengers on board?
Oh.
Let's pass it someone this way.
It's like this big
We'll
old
let
metal contraption.
some people answer this question. I wonder what's.
Like a lot more complicated of a question than it sound like on this game show. No, look, it is the furthest.
Well, it soars through the air like the bird that soars through the air.
It actually takes a lot of intuition.
Well, maybe we should land it in the creek.
All right, that was the. I got a little distracted. Everybody, that was the end of the writing segment. Let's see what you guys came up with over here. Gabe, what's. They're all writing. We're gonna give them a little bit longer, but that's okay. Let's see who finishes writing first. Actually, Gabe. So I was right. Gabe, what is? How would you make sure to save everybody on board?
We would get a very handsome man to land it in a river.
Oh, I like that.
They're trying to appeal to one of the guests.
That's okay. Who's to say? That's subjective. Jacob, an old-timey prospector. How would you save everybody?
Well, I don't really understand what an airplane is. I assume it's kind of like a rocket, but instead of soaring through space, it soars through the air.
What? Why do you
Anyways. I would said land it in the creek.
That's
See,
pretty
I'm from
good.
the desert. There's not a whole lot of water.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, but that feels like a good.
Oh, right, and save all lives on board.
That's an important part to add.
But is it a very handsome man doing
Right,
it?
it's like, be
Is it?
specific, you know?
All right, we're gonna go the other way around this time. Do you guys have your answers? Colby, give us your answer.
I'm gonna go with Gabe's answer. I think you're probably talking about me, so I would love to get down with that.
That's
And land that plane.
I think you could do it. You know what?
You know, I got a buddy named Hudson. He also hurt his disc. He keeps on orgasming.
Well, we'll move on from that. I think that this is okay. All right, let's hear from Sully. What's your answer?
Well, look, this question is a lot more complicated than we make it seem like on these game shows. There's a lot of intuition that you have to be able to make snap decisions like a pilot like that.
Absolutely.
And you know, but at the same time, I appreciate both of you gassing me up, so I'm going to put both. Gabe and Jacob. Yeah, I couldn't really.
That kind of works for us.
This, guys, we've established I can't do math. Marshall.
It's a tie.
I don't know what to do. Okay, so that's a tie. That's super awesome. And that means that you technically have 3 wins and you technically have 1 win, right?
Does that mean we win?
Yeah.
Well, I think that means that Jacob wins
We
this
win
round.
the whole thing!
I don't think our stage is sturdy enough for such hollering and partying. But you know what? That was a wonderful end to the round, and we will catch our viewers after this commercial break where we find out who wins this episode of Vote or Veto. So tune in, and we'll be right back. Thank you.
I'm glad you're working with
All right.
Tell Time Tyler was always on top time.
Identity theft. You've heard of it, but I bet you don't know how much of a threat it poses. Did you know that every 3 seconds, someone's identity gets stolen? Now imagine if your identity was stolen every 3 seconds. Not so funny now, is it? I'm Roger Voigt. You may remember me as Terry Linderman from ABC's The Lindermans. I'm here to tell you how to keep your data safe from these digital bandits. These violent, faceless criminals are trying to create new, innovative ways of stealing your account, your money, and your computer. 2-factor authentication is no longer enough to hold off these electronic terrorists. That's why your best option is switching to a system that's impossible to crack. F2F authentication. Here's how it works. Whenever you need to log into your website on Google and any other internet account you may have, just call me, Roger Voigt, on Skype. I'll verify it's you calling me by comparing your face and voice to my mental registry of what you look and sound like. Then I will dictate you your password, which is really long. It only exists in my head. It's like 100 letters. It's impossible to crack. And there you go. It's that simple. As I used to say on the Littermans, get smart, kid. And don't forget, I, Roger Voigt, am here to keep your internet data safe.
What's your Myers-Briggs?
I like you asking that.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Speakers, they go like bop, 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 and then the music's like does this thing.
I thought there was a live band.
There could be, but there's not. So sorry. Welcome back to our viewers from home to this episode of Vote or Veto. Can I get a round of applause?
Yeah.
You know what?
This has been deeply confusing.
It's that's what we do.
I'm just having fun with it, partner.
We've had some wonderful gameplay from everybody on board, our contestants and our jury members. And this round, the final round of this game, will be our chance to see who will win this episode of Vote or Veto. All right? So I'm going to ask one question, and we're going to let our contestants over here cook up a really, really good answer. And then, you know what? I'll get some advice from my jury members, and then the president of games will decide who wins. All right? Are you guys ready for this question? Okay. It's gonna be great. I believe in you guys. Okay. $5 million or dinner with Jay-Z. $5 million. And we got 2 musicians over here, all right? So it's gonna, $5 million or dinner with Jay-Z. We'll give them a second to think about that.
See the fellow with Beyonce? She's fantastic.
I love Beyonce. Beyonce's awesome.
$5 million.
Yeah, what is 5 million? What? How much is like gold? Like it's not.
$100 in my house.
Oh, God, goodness. The housing. This is wonderful. If only we don't actually have $5 million to give away. Just for the record.
Oh, you don't?
Well, I'm gonna stop talking about money. So.
I think you should.
So, our lovely contestants. Do you guys need another second?
Just to write out.
All right. We'll let them continue to write, because this is an important question. This decides who wins and who loses the game of Vote or Veto, the most prestigious game on vacation television. Like people fight for positions on this show.
Seems like their answer should be
I had to.
Well, they gotta give you guys something to work off of.
Same answer.
And are you sure this isn't the news?
I don't have a news degree. I have a games degree. It's cooler and better.
There is a news on BTV.
Yeah, we have some news on BTV. Just not incredible.
Not right here.
All right. You know what? I think you guys are ready. We'll start with Jacob. $5 million or dinner with Jay-Z.
I wrote, who's Jay-Z? $5 million will be enough to open the studio, pay everyone in the studio, and etc.
Awesome. I love that answer. It's very personal. That's a good answer. Now, Gabe, do you pick the $5 million or do you eat dinner with Jay-Z?
I picked the $5 million.
Well, what are you gonna do with your money? That's the real question.
I was gonna use it to get good and make it into the upper echelon of musicians. So then I could have multiple dinners with Jay-Z. Playing the long term,
I see.
the long plan.
That's a pretty good strategy. Now you guys have heard their cases. You've heard their pitches. So I want you guys to think about who you're gonna vote for to win for this question. All right? I'll give you guys a second to write up and come up with
Does money make you a good musician?
They can.
These guys
you
are
have
gonna do
$5
their
million.
$5 million. might just pay some
A couple thousand.
private lessons.
I would have dinner with Jay-Z.
5 million per million.
Yeah, he seems cool. We could maybe,
Sure.
maybe I could.
At least my trust.
I don't know. I feel like that'd be fun and cool. And like, who needs money? Anyways, probably it's not even worth it. $5
Yeah, who
million.
needs money?
I didn't
Yeah,
make
who
that.
needs money? Am I right? Right?
I need
Yeah, I don't
some
think.
money.
I don't think you get to like. You got like cryo chambers and gold.
Everyone
you
has
eat.
their assigned cryo chamber. I don't know what.
All right. Is everybody over here ready to vote? All right. We'll start with you. Who are you? Who's got the correct use of the $5 million over here?
Well, I think it's all about mindset, right? And I've been really confused the whole time I've been here. So for someone to come out and say, who's Jay-Z, and stand up against all this malarkey, all this non-hootenanny stuff, well, I had to go with Jacob.
Respect is a point for Jacob. Now, I like this. I like this take. I like this perspective. Colby, do you have anything to add to this? Who are you voting for over here?
America, I would like to vote for those affected by real hazing. As though I feel like that is a big issue in society.
Is that if you had to go, like, or like.
Oh, I go Gabe.
Okay, gotcha. Gabe seems to do good things with the $5 million that he chose. So then we got one vote either direction. Sully, do you care to split that up? What's your take?
Well, I was a little disappointed with both answers, actually. When you're up there in the cockpit and it's just you and the guy who played Harvey Dent, and you're just thinking about how am I going to land this plane? This engine is dead. A goose flew through it. How is that supposed to happen? And what I think about is having dinner with Jay-Z would be it would be worth a lot more than $5 million, I think. And so I picked neither, as I didn't think either answer sufficed. Also, neither of these guys know how to fly a plane. They're not professionals.
I feel like if you had to pick, I gotta run.
You
the
can
game
move on
for
from me. I have to make a flight to Milwaukee.
All right. I'll let you go. But if it ties, I might have to. I don't know what's gonna happen. All right, Marshall. Please. It says Bella.
You can have a little
Michael.
respect for the president, you know?
That's the name of my children. Oh.
What was that last one?
That's the name of my children that are going to go starving tonight because you won't pay me.
Nobody is
You won't sell me the money.
game.
And quite frankly, I don't know why I stuck around this long. I'm fucking walking out.
Whoa.
This is fucking bullshit.
Whoa!
Fucking unprofessional!
Whoa. I worked really hard on this show, and I'm a little frankly offended that this is how this is planning out. But you know what? The show must go on.
Come on, bud.
Do you have? Oh, you're adding on.
Ooh.
You're adding.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 2 for Gabe, 1 for Gabe, and 2 for Gabe.
Okay. So
because I was told that my voice would have some weight in here, and I feel like I'm not being heard. So I would love if you added a second vote for Gabe on my behalf, and you have to, please, you have to.
Okay.
She has to.
Let me think about this for a little bit. We've got a
Right?
Jacob.
She
We've
has
got
to.
Gabe, and then you
I'll say
went.
Gabe.
You went with Gabe. Sully, do you have any advice?
Yeah, okay, I'll pick Jacob.
Okay. I feel like this still is.
Sorry, that's what you wanted. What do you want me to crash this plane
Well,
into
the
all these
president-
buildings?
Yeah. All right. With such confusing situation, I'll step up. I'll be the executive. I'm gonna decide who wins this episode of Voter Veto. Now, I'd love to thank you guys both for playing. You both put up a great fight. But the winner of this episode of Voter Veto is Gabe. I think Gabe deserves the win.
Yes.
And it's not because of what you said. It's because of what I said. Because I'm cool and I'm the president of games, all right? All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
think I was
for
gonna
playing.
do it.
I appreciate it. You guys
You
did
did.
awesome. Thanks for tuning